Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to reverse engineer how some of the most successful software companies actually get their customers. We are breaking down the exact blueprints they use to go from $0 to $1 million.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Have you ever dreamed of building that $1 million software business? I think we all have. But then you hit the big wall. How do you get anyone to pay you when you're a complete unknown? Turns out, building the product is the easy part. Marketing it, that's the real beast.
So we are breaking down 6 tactical playbooks. And these aren't just theories. These are from real companies making real money. We're talking about the waitlist strategy, the wave surfer, language arbitrage, and a few more. You can literally steal every single one of these for your own business.
Okay, let's kick things off with a strategy we've used ourselves twice with huge success: the waitlist. The whole idea here is to build up all this demand before you even launch your product.
And you can see just how powerful this is. Take Clio, an AI content tool. They rocketed to over $61,000 in monthly recurring revenue in just 53 days. Another one, Mentions, hit 20 grand in its first month, all powered by this playbook.
So how does it work? Well, it's a 4-step process. First, you create what's called edgy sales content. This isn't your typical buy my stuff post. It's about leading with value and subtly selling your product to build that all-important email list.
Then, you launch an exclusive beta, maybe to the first 500 people who signed up, and you offer them a killer lifetime deal. This creates scarcity, urgency, people want in. After that, you just talk to them, get their feedback, make the product better, and relaunch to a new group at a higher price. Simple, right?
All right, let's move on to playbook number 2. This one is for all you builders out there who can ship product at lightning speed. It's called the Wave Surfer. And this is just a brilliant illustration of how powerful speed can be. Trustometer, a tool for verifying startup revenue, hit an incredible $24,000 in monthly revenue in its first month. Now, what's really wild is how this happened. The founder didn't create the demand out of thin air. He saw a tweet from a big name in the startup world go viral, complaining about fake revenue numbers. So what did he do? He built and shipped a solution to that exact problem in just 48 hours. He literally rode the wave.
So here's the crucial point. How do you actually make money from this? When you have a ton of attention, but the people aren't necessarily looking to buy a subscription, selling software is tough. The solution? Sell a few high-value advertising spots on your site instead. It's a genius move.
Okay, this next strategy is a super fascinating opportunity, especially if you happen to be bilingual. Think of it as a cheat code.
Meet Teacheasy. They basically just cloned a popular type of software, online course platforms, but they built it 100% in French. And this table shows you exactly why that's so smart. SEO in most languages that aren't English is like playing a video game on easy mode. Just look at all that green. High search volume, incredibly low competition. It's a wide open field.
Everybody is talking about AI these days. But this next company, they actually figured out how to turn it into their #1 channel for getting new customers.
So this is Tally, a no-code form builder. And they scaled to over $338,000 in monthly revenue. How? By mastering what you could call an overpowered marketing channel right now, AI search.
And you have to see this. The traffic they got from ChatGPT converted, get this, 17 times better than traffic from Google. 17. They did it by creating these super comprehensive alternatives to and versus pages. You know, like Tally versus Typeform. The AI models just eat that stuff up and cite them as the authority.
Let's move on because this next one kind of flips the whole process on its head. This playbook is all about testing individual features, not just big, grand ideas, to see what the market really wants.
So this is LocalRank, an SEO tool. They launched with just one single feature, a heat map. Then they blasted it out to their existing audience to see what would happen. The response was insane. They hit $5,000 in monthly recurring revenue on day 1.
Now, what's really interesting here is where those sales came from. Take a look. A single YouTube video drove 80 to 90% of their sales. Not their email list, not Twitter, one video.
And this just brilliantly shows the difference between raw attention and actual buyer intent. The YouTube video only had about 1/10 of the views of their post on X, but it drove almost all the revenue. It just proves how much trust and conversion power a platform like YouTube can have.
Okay, for our final playbook,
This one's for anybody who wants to skip the whole content creation grind and just go straight to running paid ads.
This company, MailScale, scaled all the way to $100,000 a month by running paid ads. But, and this is a really big but, there's a catch. There is one non-negotiable rule you have to follow to make this work.
So here it is. The crucial point is this. You just can't profitably acquire customers with ads if your product costs less than $1,000 a month. It's just not going to happen. You absolutely need a high-ticket enterprise plan to cover those really high customer acquisition costs.
So how do they do it? Well, they combine that high-ticket offer with a really compelling video sales letter on a super simple landing page. Then they test ads methodically. It took them about $10,000 in ad spend to find a winning formula that could book sales calls for about $300 each.
And that's our breakdown. 6 proven playbooks used by real businesses to hit millions in revenue. From building a waitlist to mastering AI search, the path is laid out for you. So the only real question left is, which one are you going to run first?